Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. Today is a monthly reading for January 2025 for the air sign Libra. For the reading, I'll be doing a 10-card Celtic Cross spread using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck, clarifying with the Elemental Wisdom Tarot, and then there are 2 oracle cards that I've already pre-shuffled and picked here. And those are from the Soul's Journey deck and the Sacred Traveler deck. As you can see, there's already 1 card at the center. That one flipped out while I was shuffling. So we will begin with that. Okay, so center of the spread, we have the 3 of Cups, which is a card of celebration. This can be, a celebration that's as simple as getting together with friends, meeting up for drinks, going out and having a meal, to a more significant celebration, right? So celebrating news of a job, celebrating a promotion, celebrating news of a pregnancy, celebrating the birth of a child. But it's about celebrating something with, others that you, whether they're in your friend group or their family, it's that connection, that relationship with those other people. But, a definite card of celebration. 3s are also, they have to do with expansion in the tarot. So growth and expansion. And the Suit of Cups itself is water energy. So it has to do with our feelings, emotions, relationships. Clarifying the 3 of Cups, we have the World, which is the last of the major arcana. So it's number 21 of the major arcanas. And it talks about endings, significant endings, and new beginnings, because as it is the last of the major arcana, it's, the last card of the Fool's Journey. And the Fool begins, the Fool is the 0 card, begins his journey, and then goes through all of the life's trials, tribulations, until reaching finally the last, which is the World card. So it's a significant cycle coming to an end, which, with that clarifying the 3 of Cups, could be, for example, if you are finding out about news of a pregnancy, that would be, a significant chapter coming to an end. Your life having another person in your life, a child in your life. If this is you getting engaged, right? If you were celebrating an engagement, this is you going from being single to this next phase of your life. Same thing goes for, getting married or whatever this celebration is. It's being clarified by the significant ending to a cycle, right? It's attached to or associated with the sign of Capricorn, right? This World card. It can also be, this, as it is an ending and then leading to new beginnings. We see the butterflies here representing growth, transformation, and change as well. In the deep past, you have at the bottom of your spread, you have the 9 of Pentacles. So a focus on, the material wealth, tangible material possessions. This is sometimes referred to as the bachelor or bachelorette card, because the person has, everything that they want in life to have this beautiful sort of financial abundance. We see her in this lush background. There's fruit on the trees. She has, the peacock. She has the tiger next to her. She's looking very beautiful. So all of the pentacles next to her. So it's just a scene of great opulence and, financial abundance here. Pentacles, they have to do with the tangible things in the material realm. So the money that we earn from the work that we do, our family, our home. So there could have been, in the past, you could have already, or this could be, you, if you are getting married here, it's you and your time as, a single person. You've achieved quite a lot. So you have that good paying job. You have a lot of financial stability and abundance in your life. In the recent past, 6 of Cups. Now, the 6 of Cups it's sort of this past life energy. So there could be a reconnecting with a soulmate, from a past life, or just other relationships that have to do with this past life connection. And, this could be it could be many different things. It could be friends, could be relationships. It could be you reconnecting with people from your past, going back to somewhere where you used to live when you were a child. It could have to do with, I'm just focusing on this chalice here, this Ace of Cups that, the woman's sort of former self is offering to her. That could be whatever it is that you had hoped for or wished for in the past. Right now, it's the Holy Grail, this chalice being offered to you. So this could be, whatever, and it's going to be different for everybody. It could be this offering of a new relationship, offering of a new job, a new offering of news of a pregnancy. So it's going to obviously be different for everyone, but it is it's a beautiful energy, right? The Six of Cups. But something to do with either reconnecting with people from the past, going back, and obviously jumping back over to the World card. I mean, the World, it can be travel. It could be you traveling across, to another country in the world, relocating to another place in the world, which would also be a significant change, or closing out of a chapter. So it could go back to like somewhere where you used to work or where we used to live when you were a child. Maybe you lived in a completely different place, but there's like past life or previous connection with either a place or people from this place. Crowning your reading, you have the Emperor. The Emperor is number 4 of the major arcana, associated with the sign of Aries. And, the Emperor is sort of like the king of kings, whereas the king rules over his kingdom. The Emperor rules over an entire empire, so has much greater responsibility, has great foresight, has great, just isn't afraid to, to take on a new challenge, if there's a new project, or if even if it's a bit risky, right? This Emperor would be a good, strong energy to have for that. So if you're embarking upon a new project or a new business venture, this Emperor has the foresight, has the vision. You can see the crystal ball here, has the clarity of mind to make whatever that is a success. The Emperor can also be, it can be if you're dealing with like somebody who's from the police force or military, but it's more about this, kind of go-getter type energy of this Emperor. In the near future, you have coming up Temperance, which is another major arcana. Just seeing. So out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out of 6 cards, half of them are major arcanas here, which is significant because, the more major arcanas you have in your reading, the greater sort of emphasis there is on the fact that there are things happening that are out of your control, right? It's the universe is sort of conspiring, and divine time and orchestration is at play. Whereas the minor arcana, when you have more of those appearing in your reading, it implies that there's just a greater chance for you to possibly alter, whatever the situation is, or you have more control over the things that are coming in for you in your life. With the Temperance card, it's a card of balance. It's about, you can see here, right? She's creating alchemy, so making this perfect balance of fire and water and creating this beautiful rainbow there. We also have, much like we have the rainbows on the World card, we have rainbows here. We have butterflies coming in, right? So there's balance being restored. And Temperance can be finding balance, whether this is like the work home life, family balance, or just balancing out different areas of your life, right? There's balance coming in with the Temperance card. You appear as the 6 of Pentacles, which is also a card of balance, right? It's a financial balance or financial stability. This deck shows it a bit differently, but in the traditional tarot, there's a wealthy man, and he is, giving coins, helping less fortunate people. So it's a card of give and take, and just, remembering that when you are in a position to be able to help. So if you do have, sitting in the the foundation, this Nine of Pentacles, showing that, yes, you seem to be in a strong financial position. So when you do have the ability and capability to help others, to do so, right? Because you don't know when you will need that, and you might be in their shoes tomorrow. So it's the give and take again of helping when you can, asking for help when you need it. And with this give and take, it doesn't necessarily have to be financial. I mean, we usually think of Pentacles as, this money. So giving money, and giving out money, like loaning money to another person, or, getting money back, or being repaid, repaying someone. But it doesn't necessarily have to be. It can be time as well, right? You can give of yourself. You can give your time. You can volunteer. So there is this give and take, or energy surrounding you, right? So you might be volunteering this month of January, giving of yourself in some way to help others or benefit others. Surrounding you in your environment is the Ten of Wands, which is fire energy associated with the signs of Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And, we usually think of wands as being relating to our jobs, so the work that we do, creative endeavors. It's also our own drive, determination, ambition for the things that we do. And, tens are endings, they're culminations. And this particular one, the Ten of Wands, you see the man looks very tired, right? And while he only had one wand, it wasn't that heavy, but now he has all of this baggage, the 9 wands there. His load is very heavy. The horse looks tired. He looks tired. They're trying to make it up this hill here. So it's a difficult energy, right? But tens are ending. So after this 10 of wands, right, the minor arcana goes back around to the Ace of Wands. So there is a new beginning, a new offering, that spark, that excitement of the Ace of Wands coming in. So you're nearly at the end of something, right? So you could have been, it doesn't mean you're not feeling tired. I mean, he does look very tired. So you might be feeling exhausted. This could come from, like, if you've been working, putting in extra hours, if you've been covering for other people as well. You're just, in general, it's a tired energy, right? We have in your hopes and fears, the Empress, major arcana number 3. And that's interesting because, remember, at the center of the spread, we have the 3 of Cups, which is, I did say, could be news of a pregnancy, birth of a child. The Empress, and this is your hopes or fears, depending on how you view it. For those of you hoping for a pregnancy, you could be finding out towards the end of the month that you're pregnant, right? If that is not something you want, then I would encourage you to take precautions, because the Empress is very fertile energy. So it could be news of a pregnancy, birth of a child, whether this is your own or someone close to you. Doesn't necessarily have to be, a pregnancy. I mean, it is fertile energy, but it's just, which is great for creativity. So this could be giving birth to new projects, giving birth to new ideas, right? It's very good energy if you work in the creative industry. It's great energy, right? Everybody loves having creativity, so it's this, very fertile mind. So the Empress is also, it's a 3, so that is a card of expansion, like I mentioned, with the 3 of Cups at the center of the spread. The 3 is also associated with with earth and air energy, so associated with Taurus and Libra. So could be you showing up, right, quite strongly here in the spread. And finally, closing out the month, we have the Page of Cups, which could also be, definitely, if you don't want if you don't want to get pregnant, do take care towards the end of the month, because Page of Cups is another card that can speak of, news of a pregnancy. It can also be news of like a relationship, but like the beginning stages of a relationship where you first start getting to know another person. It's very sweet energy, right? It could be a younger water sign individual as well, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be a child, your own child, a younger person, or more mature energy, right? Water sign individual. But, she's holding this Holy Grail. It's this new thing coming in, this new beginning, this new cycle, this new job, this pregnancy, news of a pregnancy. But it's very, lots of growth potential, very fertile month for you. That's interesting. And at the bottom of the deck, I was saying that there was, after the world, right? The world ends and then the Fool begins. You have both of these cards. So the Fool is right here. So you do have major cycles ending and major cycles beginning. The Fool is the 0, so it's the first of the the major arcana. It's associated with the sign the sister air sign Aquarius. And the Fool is, you can see that she has one foot dangling off the cliff here, right? She's ready to take that leap of faith. Again, we have the butterflies, this new phase, this, transformation. And she's willing to take that risk, right? Because she knows that she trusts in the universe. She trusts in whatever this new cycle is. So definite new cycles, new beginnings. And you have, where did I see? Yeah, so you have this divine, right? We have the divine counterparts. I just noticed that as well. We have the Empress and the Emperor. So that they're divine counterparts. So there could be, this strong connection. There could be this pregnancy related to that. I was just looking again at how many major arcanas. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically half of your spread is made up of major arcana. So it looks like it could be a significant month for you. Let's go ahead and clarify. Let's put additional messages for Libra for the month of January 2025. What else does Libra need to know? Messages for Libra for January. Okay, one last shuffle. And divide the deck. Okay, so clarifying the 3 of Cups, we have the Hierophant. And again, remember I said that the 3 of Cups can be celebration of news of a pregnancy or an engagement. Could be wedding as well. There's more like the 4 of Wands would be the wedding card. But we have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant, he sits at the top. He's number 5 of the major arcana. And he sits at the head of a religious institution. So there could be, a marriage with him showing up in the reading. The Hierophant can also be just, that traditional way of doing things versus, the non-traditional. So it's whether you want to follow that traditional path or kind of go your own or make your own way or your own path. Clarifying the World card, we have the Devil. And the Devil is associated with the sign of Capricorn. This is number 15 of the major arcana. And you can see the woman here, she's bound right in front of this image of the devil. And typically the devil represents sort of those negative attachments that we have. And it can also be like negative attachments to not just people, right? Like narcissistic type relationships or attachments, but also to like habits, like negative. So thinking about drinking or drinking too much, smoking too much, right? Eating too much, everything in excess, right? Which is the opposite of the Temperance card over here, which is everything in moderation. So cautionary message, right? There could be, well, with the World being the ending, there could be an ending to a negative cycle, a negative connection. You could be breaking that negative connection, especially with Temperance coming in the near future. breaking bad habits, this beginning, especially with the Fool, you're beginning a new cycle, where you are getting away from all of the negative things that I just mentioned there. Clarifying the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Page of Wands. Pages in the tarot bring in, like I said, with the Page of Cups over here, they're young, immature energy. They usually bring news about something. This could be news of, with it being wands, could be news of a job, news of, something to do with a business venture, a creative project or endeavor as well. But it's news coming in, and it usually happens quite quickly. Clarifying the Six of Cups, we have the Ace of Cups. Look how beautiful. Yeah, so there is this new offering as well. The Ace of Cups can also be, an offering, like a news about, it can be a pregnancy coming in. You definitely want to watch out. There's so much fertile energy. And then this is, it can be the Holy Grail. So it can be like the offer, this new romantic relationship starting up, an offer of love, with it being cups. And we also have the three fish on here, which kind of goes back to the three, this expansive energy. Yeah, there's fertility and growth surrounding you. But it could be the news of the pregnancy coming in. Clarifying the Emperor, we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords, it's not the easiest of energies, but, like I usually say when the Eight of Swords comes up in a reading, it is all in her mind here, right? The Suit of Swords, obviously you're an air sign, Libra, so you understand that air energy is the suit of the mind, of the intellect. It's our thoughts. It's also communication. And so this one, she could easily get herself out of this, whatever the situation is. She could wriggle out of the ties, right? She could remove the bandage. And in this depiction, you can see that the swords, they're just floating in midair. They're not even in the ground. So, there's nothing holding her where she is. It's just all in her mind, right? She thinks that there's no way out. So it's it's mental prison, right? Imprisonment with this Eight of Swords. Clarifying Temperance, we have Judgment. Wow. So Major Arcana number 20, Judgment. And this is also, right, we had the World card here, which is endings, beginning. Judgment is also to do with like a new beginning, but it's making, oftentimes it has to do with like a judgment call, which, going back to this Eight of Swords, there could be a difficult decision that you're unsure about which way to go. You feel as though there's no way out. You're stuck. Judgment, it can be that judgment call where you do have to make a difficult decision. We also have the butterflies on here representing new life. It's, it's a new cycle, but there's a coming back, like a call, getting called back. You could be getting a call back to a job, to an interview, or, if you've done tried to get into a show or something like that on a more creative side, I guess, there would be a call back there. But it's, it's this new beginning, but it's a rebirth. It's more than just a new beginning. There's a rebirth with this Judgment, and it clarifies as Temperance. So balance, finding that balance in life, breaking, again, going back to the Devil, breaking some of those negative, toxic habits or relationships. Possibly there's a difficult decision that will be coming in. Possibly, well, it depends when you listen to the reading during the month, but possibly more towards the middle of the month. Clarifying you as the Six of Pentacles, we have the Six of Wands. So there's victory to be had. The Six of Wands is, it's you are victorious. This is usually, we see the person riding back in right after coming back from battle. They've won whatever the battle was. So this is you being victorious, right? So you managing to find that balance, you having that work-life balance, or having a type of salary, or getting, a new job that's going to pay you to to pay you enough that you will have this balance. So you're victorious in that sense. 10 of Wands is clarified by the 10 of Wands. I love it when it's like double cards. It's like, yes, that's what we were trying to say to begin with. So not much I can say there, right? There's this difficult cycle coming to an end, right? Been a long time, but coming to an end. Clarifying the Empress, we have the Page of Swords. So again, clarity of mind coming in here. Pages, they bring in news. This would be fast-paced news coming in. Could be, the sort of enlightenment, or you gaining knowledge of something that will relate to, with it being news related to this Empress. Again, don't mean to sound like a broken record, but could be news of a pregnancy. And finally, Page of Cups, clarified by the 10 of Cups. How beautiful. This is emotional fulfillment, right? This is the happily ever after card. This is the connection that begins with the 2 of Cups and grows, right? They end up getting married, this soulmate connection. They join together, they have a family, create a family together. This is now it's the ultimate in this Cups energy. So it's beautiful. And bottom of the deck, clarifying the Fool, we have the 10 of Coins. So this is financial abundance. The 10 of Coins, again, as a 10, is the ultimate, it's the culmination of all of the, the previous, so building up to this 10 of Coins. It's oftentimes referred to as the generational wealth card, because it's, there's such abundance that it could have been, it's like handed down from one generation to the next. So this could be you getting a lump sum of money, could be you winning a lump sum on, playing the lottery, something like that. But it's more to do with like generational type. So property that you inherit, but it's financial abundance, right? Not just stability. It's an overflow of this energy. That's great. And you have the 2 cards that came out. Let me show you those. We have Grace and Gratitude. So through gratitude, joy expands. And you have Growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. And growth was a word that kept popping up over and over again throughout your reading. Let me just put this here, and I will just look in the guidebook I dropped my pencil. I'll look in the guidebook very quickly for each of these cards just to see what additional messages there might be. I won't read the full card because the description is quite long. But Growth, I just went past it. Says you are constantly being presented with situations that enable you to develop your inner wisdom and assist you in advancing to higher levels of understanding. Don't look for opportunities you think you need. Instead, be receptive to the opportunities that are given. I like that. So accept opportunities that are given. And then the Grace and Gratitude card. Additional messages from that card. We have the secret to expanding joy is to cherish the preciousness of life and everyone and everything around you. It's simple, easy, and so powerful. Be grateful for as much as you can. Thankfulness is modern-day alchemy. It can yield happiness, grace, and peace beyond imagination. And no, I think that was sort of the main message for that one. So, yeah, looks like an amazing month. Your reading is actually quite different than the rest of the readings that I've done so far. So I'll be very interested to hear how this resonates, right? If it resonates for you. Please do leave me comments. And if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you'd like to be reminded of when my videos get posted, if you're interested in listening to them again, please subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate that. Also, I would encourage you to listen not just to your sun sign reading, but also your moon and rising. By listening to all 3, you'll have a more holistic overview of what is coming in for you in that time period. So I do hope that the messages have helped. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again. And just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light. Bye for now.